So the point of these videos is to kind of highlight some of the major points made in class. The first being that although reality television claims to be real, it's usually not, and that it's only really entertaining because although you assume that it's real people, they are real people in abnormal situations, or people that are caught off guard by abnormal situations. And a lot of times to even get an effect from an audience, these situations have to be edited or changed by producers after the fact. So I think that's kind of interesting. Also, the whole thing that we talked about people not really being themselves because they're in front of a camera. How can you really prove that I'm even telling you my opinions or that I'm being myself because I am being recorded right now? This journal is kind of acting like a confessional, so it's kind of interesting to think about. I could just as easily have changed my persona and my personality and been someone. Okay. Point is, cameras do crazy things to people. So that's another interesting point. And then on kind of a more related note to Friday, the article Mediated Politics talks a lot about how our culture is consumed by the entertainment, and how the news, or how the line between news and entertainment is often blurred. And I think it's interesting to realize that people are a lot more interested in drama and in gossip and in personal lives than they are actual important topics. Like the whole Clinton and Monica Lewinsky scandal. People are constantly overshadowing the important things because there's something more juicy to learn. And I took a class last semester on current events in French, and it was really interesting to realize that in French culture, people's private lives and personal lives are completely left out of the news, and you never hear about any kind of sex scandal or fraud or anything like that. So I think it's really interesting to see how our culture has changed over the years, and probably how reality television has had a huge effect on that as well. And I think that's kind of interesting to note. Also, people could say that Clinton is one of the best presidents he's ever had, but he will always be remembered for his scandal and that whole situation. So I think that's an interesting aspect of our culture as Americans.